Majority of Imperial presents Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, featuring the 13th Annual Tri-Tip Cook-Off, Saturday, March 22nd from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. in downtown Imperial.
And it's page 2 of the local news. Served up by Burgers and Beer. They've got the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour every day from 3 till 6 p.m.
The wait is almost over for the 2025 NAF El Centro Air Show. Here's George Gale.
It is this Saturday. This year's air show promises a day of heart-pounding excitement, precision flying, and family-friendly fun. This year, NAF will be celebrating 2 significant milestones. This will be the 55th Air Show and the 250th birthday of the U.S. Navy. There will be a variety of impressive military and civilian aviation displays, culminating in a breathtaking performance by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels at 2 p.m. General admission is absolutely free. The event opens at 8:30 a.m., allowing guests to explore various displays and exhibits before the action-packed flying performances begin at 12 noon. Visitors will have a chance to get up close with military aircraft, interact with pilots and crew, and experience the thrill of aviation in a unique and dynamic environment. For the safety and security of all attendees, a valid government-issued identification will be required to enter the airfield for all persons aged 18 and up. Additionally, all foreign nationals defined as non-U.S. citizens or anyone without legal permanent resident status will need to show a passport to gain entrance to the event. Parking will be available on-site and is also free. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The IID Summer 2025 Paid Internship Program, they're accepting applications for the program. The Imperial Irrigation District says the program offers students a unique opportunity to gain practical work experience, develop professional skills, and make meaningful connections, all while earning a competitive salary. Since the program began, it has provided 265 students with hands-on learning opportunities in the public utility sector. Interns have worked in the water, power, and support departments, aiding the district's mission of delivering reliable water and power services to the community. To be eligible, applicants must be 18 years of age, enrolled full-time at an accredited college or university, and be able to commit to a full-time summer internship. The deadline to submit an application is 5 p.m., March 27th. And a lawsuit had been filed against Controlled Thermal Resources. Here's George Gale with details.
It was filed by Comité Cívico del Valle and Earthworks. CTR is constructing a geothermal lithium plant in the Salton Sea area. A Superior Court judge recently ruled the lawsuit did legal challenges. Now they want to continue to delay progress that will benefit both the environment and the local community. CTR and the County Board of Supervisors say despite the challenges, they continue to support Lithium Valley and all that it will contain. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And it's an annual expo at IVC. It's the IVC Career Education Expo 2025. It'll be held March 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be on the Imperial Valley College campus. The expo is free and open to the public. At the expo, you can explore the various services available on campus and uncover the IVC career education pathways. You can also engage in discussions about career and employment opportunities with local agencies. IVC is located across from Pioneers Museum. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For March specials, enjoy our drink of the month, the Irish Gold, or an ice-cold Guinness on tap. Our plate of the month for March is chicken poblano pasta. Burgers and Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers and Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says a strong weather system will move through the region today, bringing widespread strong winds along with showers and isolated thunderstorms. Windy conditions are likely today and may lead to areas of dense blowing dust. Through the weekend and early next week, drier and warmer conditions will take hold across the region, with temperatures rebounding close to the seasonal normal. 75 the high in the valley yesterday, 54 the overnight low. Today, showers mainly before 10 a.m., about an 80% chance of precipitation. Look for a high near 65. South-southeast wind 10 to 15, becoming west 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 45 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 49. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 45 miles an hour. Those winds will decrease after midnight to 10 to 15 miles an hour. Friday, partly sunny with a high near 66. West-southwest wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 74. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 79. Light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour. 55 degrees, downtown 87% relative humidity. Wind out of the south-southwest at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality good throughout the valley. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place to get together for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. It's the 2025 California Mid-Winter Fair and Fiesta. When you visit the fair, make sure to look for the new location of the KXO broadcast booth. We're now under the grandstands. Say hi to your favorite on-air people. Register to win some great prizes. The KXO broadcast booth at the fair, brought to you by
Bobby's Territorial Harley Davidson and El Serape Restaurant in Imperial.
See you at the fair. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, Hawks top the Hornets, 123-110. Thunder over the Celtics, 118-112. Raptors rolled over the 76ers, 118-105. Clippers dunked the Heat, 119-104. Rockets, they slipped by the Suns, 111-104. Grizzlies jumped on the Jazz, 122-115. Spurs topped the Mavericks, 126-116. Timberwolves over the Nuggets, 115-95. And in overtime, the Knicks edged the Trailblazers, 114-113. College hoops, San Diego State women's basketball team went 3 overtimes before they beat Wyoming 72-68 in the Mountain West basketball tournament. Speaking of that, on the men's side, San Diego State will take on Boise State. The Aztecs, if they can roll the Mountain West tournament, may get a decent NCAA bid.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
In the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, for the first time in his career, is a free agent. Meanwhile, New England released David Andrews, longtime center and team captain. Asked, you're out of here. Okay. And action continues at Indian Wells. Belinda Bencic, stunned third-seeded American Coco Gauff, 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 to reach the quarterfinals of the BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells. And that's it for sports time. Don't forget, NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament Selection Sunday coming up. We'll have coverage on AM 1230. And we've got NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament action throughout March Madness right here on AM 1230. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Americans just got some reassurances that inflation was slowing and not re-accelerating. The Producer Price Index, a wholesale inflation gauge that is being closely watched for tariff-related impacts, showed that price hikes slowed substantially in February. The PPI index was unchanged from January and rose 3.2% for the 12 months ended in February, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That marked a sharp slowdown from January, when prices rose 0.6%. and 3.7% for those respective periods. Well, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission asked a federal court in Seattle on Wednesday to delay a September trial in its case, alleging Amazon misled consumers over its Prime subscription service, citing severe resource shortfalls in terms of both money and personnel. Jonathan Cohen, an attorney for the FTC, told U.S. District Judge John Chun during a hearing that the agency faces a dire resource situation amid cost-cutting measures enacted under President Donald Trump. We have lost employees in the agency, in our division, and on our case team, Cohen said. Cohen's statements are the first clear indication of how large-scale efforts led by Trump advisor and Tesla CEO Elon Musk to shrink government are affecting the FTC, which enforces consumer protection and antitrust laws. Taking a look at the big board, still red. The Dow right now off 214 points. The S&P 500 down 32. The NASDAQ off 171 points. Gold, however, up $30.40 an ounce. Oil down 36 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my #1 priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be cloudy and windy today. Look for showers, mainly before 10 a.m. And winds out of the south-southeast 10 to 15 miles an hour, turning west 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 45 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation, about 80%. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 49, west wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight to 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 66, west-southwest wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. We have 55 degrees, 86% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest 5 to 7. Air quality good everywhere in the valley. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service in the valley offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. A sudden about-face this morning on a Trump nominee. As we hear from CBS's Alexander Tin.
Just hours before he was scheduled to face questions from the Senate's Health Committee over his nomination to head the CDC, the White House has pulled its nomination of Dr. Dave Weldon over concerns that he did not have enough votes in the Senate, amid mounting questions over the former congressman's record criticizing vaccines and the agency he was in line to lead.
President Trump has threatened to impose 200% tariffs on wine, champagne, and other alcohol products from European Union countries in retaliation for tariffs on whiskey produced in the U.S. The head of the EPA is rolling back some 36 environmental regulations, saying it'll be good for the economy. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin writing in the Wall Street Journal that the goal is, quote, driving a dagger through the heart of climate change religion, rolling back trillions of dollars in federal regulations. This means reconsidering a 2009 finding that greenhouse gases are bad for public health, plus dozens of other environmental rules regulating the oil and gas industry, rules for coal-powered fire plants, and for regulating air pollution that causes haze and vehicle emissions.
In Waterbury, Connecticut, a woman is accused of holding her stepson captive for more than 2 decades. Police Chief Fred Spagnolo.
33 years of law enforcement. This is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
CBS's Adriana Diaz has more on the case of Kimberly Sullivan.
An attorney for Sullivan denied the claims of abuse.
Absolutely not true. He was not locked in a room. She did not restrain him in any way. She provided food. She provided shelter. She is blown away by these allegations.
Authorities who found the 32-year-old stepson after he set a fire say he was emaciated. Thousands have left their homes in Southern California as heavy rains could trigger mudslides. KNX Radio's Pete Demetrio.
I spoke with Jeannie Jeffords, who's lived in the area for the last 8 years. She had her dog in the car and her hands full of groceries. Looking at the sandbagging and other work that's been done, she feels they're not going to see a repeat of the flooding that happened last month.
Made it this far, and my house is fine.
Officials want to try to minimize traffic in the area even further, if at all possible, when heavier rains take place.
Australia's reviewing the visa status of American influencer Sam Jones, who uploaded a video of her grabbing a baby wombat, which is a protected species. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
To take a baby wombat from its mother and clearly causing distress from the mother is just an outrage.
Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 168 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Dog bites man is no surprise headline. Dog shoots man is.
So much for being man's best friend. This man told police his pit bull named Oreo jumped up on his bed, got his paw stuck in the trigger guard of a gun, and fired it. The man was grazed in the thigh. He'll be okay. His friend says Oreo is a good dog.
He is a pit bull, but he's a very friendly pit bull.
Police have recovered a shell casing, but the man claims the woman he was in the bed with left with the gun. Police consider the shooting an accident and have not filed any charges. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
A volcano near Anchorage, Alaska is showing signs of unrest. Experts saying the likelihood of an eruption at Mount Spur in the next few weeks or months has increased. The Alaska Volcano Observatory says it measured during recent overflights elevated volcanic gas emissions. It last erupted back in 1992, sending ash about a quarter-inch thick in Anchorage. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it.